Welcome back to Cause 3D. Today on Cause 3D, we are going to talk about not only some miniatures that you can get from the Galactic Armory, but I decided how big can we make one of these, and I'm actually pretty happy. Let's jump in. Thank you so much for supporting our channel. Make sure that you hit that like button down below, subscribe, leave a comment, because it's those things that help support this channel for free and let us do more content for you. So a while back, the Galactic Armory had released their busts of different characters, and I am not much of a painter, but I decided I was gonna try to start with Boba, which of course arguably is probably one of the hardest ones to paint. And again, I don't claim to be a great miniature painter by any stretch of the imagination, but I thought, why not challenge myself? I've got some free time. I didn't expect to make a video out of this, but I found out something really cool when you scale these things up that we'll get to in just a moment. But firstly, I want to give mad props to the designers over at the Galactic Armory, because they came up with some amazing, amazing miniatures. Now, I believe this one is the default size that comes off. It comes out in 3 pieces: cape, body, cape, torso, and head, as well as the base. And I resin printed these pretty much to the max size what I could do on my Elegoo Mars 3. Now, I've got a larger resin printer, but a lot of times it gets tied up with some bigger projects, and this was for me, so I didn't really want to tie up that printer for a long period of time while I was doing these. But I'm not doing this video just to show off what I think are my personal amazing paint skills, because I am so happy with the way that these turned out. With as little effort, I will say, as I put in, and I'll give you guys some close-up footage of these here spinning so you can see them. And don't get me wrong, I am not claiming to be a good miniature painter. This is just something that interested me for a while, so I thought I'd try my hand at it, and I'm happy with the results. But what I really want to talk about today was, I put these on my FDM printers and scaled them up to 11.5 inches tall just to see how they would turn out, and I was very impressed. Now, with anything on an FDM printer, when you get done printing it, you'll have print lines in it. And the print lines are something, on something this big, for what I was going for, I did not want to sand this down and paint these the way that I painted them, the smaller ones, simply because I'm not interested in having large busts that you can see more of my paint flaws on, as opposed to the smaller ones that you really have to look for. But while I was doing these in the 11.5 inch scale, I found out something very interesting. I decided that I wanted to paint them, but I painted these to look more like they would belong in a museum, like they were made out of granite or carved from stone or something like that. And I've had this Rustoleum multicolor textured paint sitting up on my shelf for probably close to a year now, maybe 2 years. And I thought, I wonder if I threw that on there, what it would look like. And the results are nothing less than spectacular. They hide the print lines. They look really cool, and these things are light too. I printed them with a 5% infill and 2 walls on most of them. I did try a 3-wall one on the Revan that I've got going currently, and it's considerably larger. I believe it's going to be closer to 15 inches if I'm not mistaken. I thought I'd do one giant one just to see how it turned out. But this paint is surprising to me because it's thick enough so it comes out very fast. So you have to be kind of careful and not glob it on and have runs. If you're looking for a quick and easy gift, we have Christmas coming up in several months, and something like this to give to one of your Star Wars fans if you have a 3D printer is a no-brainer. I would love to have something like this on my desk or on my shelf or somewhere in my collection, just because they look really cool. I will leave links in the description where you can find these at the Galactic Armory. If you don't have a 3D printer, you can always reach out to us. We can print one for you. The email is cause3dprinting@gmail.com. Feel free to reach out, but these are quick, easy, and would make a great gift to somebody who's a Star Wars fan. I want to thank you guys for joining us today. Make sure that you hit that like and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. Also leave a comment, because that helps the algorithm. That's the way that you can support what we do for free. And it helps us, and it doesn't take but a second for you to do it. If you've built any of these, I'd love to see them. Leave a comment, email me a picture of them, and we'll see you guys in the next video.